Hi guys, in this very lesson, we're going to be solving the first take home we were given in our previous lesson on the simple applications of modular arithmetic. So we're given four major questions to get us tested, and here is the first question we're about to solve. So if you want to give it a try, I'll love you to pause this very video and give it a try. So let's see what we have right here on the board. Very Dark Man, VDM, celebrated his birthday on Wednesday this year, 2026, as a clocked 32. What day of the week was he born? A very dark man, BDN, celebrated his 32nd birthday this very year. Don't forget, he celebrated his birthday on Wednesday this very year. So what day was he born? Which of the days within the week was he born? So it's very simple. Now don't forget, for those that saw one of our previous examples in the previous lessons, you should be able to solve this. It's very easy. So if very dark man completed 32 years this very year, 2026. So let's see the very year he was born. 2026 minus 32 years. That's the first step. That's the first step you're going to take. So 6 minus 2 is 4. So you can take 3 here from 2, row 1 from here, you have 1 left. Put it here 10, move it 9. Put it here 12, 12 minus 3 is 9. So it means DVM was born 1994. So it means from 1994 to 2026, we have 32 years in between them. So what does it mean? You're not going to count 1994. We're going to count from 1995. From 1994 to 1995, that's one full year. Then 1996, 1997, 1998, 1999, 2000, 2001, and so on and so forth to 2026. So you have 32 solid years between 1994 to 2026, with the exception of 1994. So what does it mean? So the next thing we're going to do now is to get the numbers of leap years and the numbers of normal years, 365 days. Don't forget in our previous lesson we did that. So what are leap year? We said it already. A leap year is a year that is divisible by 4. Every 4 years we have a leap year. That's 366 days as a result of February being 29 days. So 1995, I beg your pardon, is not divisible by 4. 1992 is divisible by 4. 1996 is divisible by 4. So we have 1996, the first leap year. The next leap year is 2000, followed by then 2004, 2008, 1996, 2000, 2004, 2008, 2012, 2016, 2020, and then 2024. The next is 2028. But don't forget, there's a limit. The limit is 2026. There's a present, 2026. So how many leap year do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it means we have 8 leap year out of 32 years we're talking about. So altogether, we have 8 366 days, which is leap year, 8 leap years, and then 24 normal years, 365 days. So don't forget that when it comes to years and months, weeks, and so on and so forth, we use modulo 7 as a mode of operation. So we're going to divide all this with 7. Now don't forget something. We're not talking about the next 32 years. We're talking about 32 years ago when this man, very dark man, was born. So it means all this will be in negative. That means we're talking about minus this bunch of days, 8 366 days, then 24 365 days, minus. So we are counting back to the very day BDN was born. So now don't forget, in our previous lesson, we worked already on how to solve for negative, numbers. If you have minus 41 divided by 7, what's it going to be? Now, instead of solving this, creating a multiplication table in the negative axis, we can easily assume that this is plus 41 divided by 7. 7 and 41 is 5, 35, remainder 6. So we have 6 modulo 7 when you solve plus 41 divided by 7. So if plus 41 gives you 6 modulo 7, so minus 41 then, what are we going to do? What are we going to get from there? So we take the 6 away from 7, that will give us 1 modulo 7. We solved this already in our previous lesson. So the same approach you're going to use for this. So if you have to solve minus 8 times 366 days plus 24 times 365 days to be divided by 7. We're just going to solve this in the positive format. So whatever we get, from there, we can easily get our negative result. So 8 times 3 is 6 plus 24 times 3 is 5 over 7. So what do we do next? We're going to work on this. This is 8. 3 is the C is 3 is the 5 plus 1. Then plus 24 times 3 is the 5. Don't forget we're talking about days here. So we open up the brackets. That'll give us 8 times 3 is the 5 plus 8 times 1 is 8. Then plus 24 times 3 is the 5 over 7. So what do we have? We have 8 times 3 is the 5. Then plus 24 times 3 is the 5. We're going to bring them together. So 8 plus 24 will give us 32. 3 is the 5 plus 8 over 7. In our previous lesson, we looked into the future. We already looked at some of the difficult applications of modular arithmetic. So one of them is how to divide very massive numbers using modular arithmetic approach. So we're going to be doing that. 7 divides this and 7 divides 8. So what do we have? We have 7 divides 32 times 3 is to 5. That will give us 32 times 3 is to 5 over 7 plus 8 over 7. So we're going to bring it up to this place. So 32 times 3 is to 5 over 7 plus 8 over 7. So don't forget, 7 here divides this, why 7 works on this. So 7 in 32 will give us what? 7 in 32 will give us 7 times 4 is 28, 7 times 5 35. That is 4 remainder 4. So 7 in 32 is 4 modulo 7. And times 7 divides 3 is to 5. 7 in 36 is 5 35. Remainder 1. 7 and 15 is 214. So 52 remainder 1. So what do we have? We have 1 modulo 7. As simple as that. And 7 and 8 is 1 remainder 1. So also this is 1 modulo 7. So first we are going to work on this multiplication. So what do we have? Modulo 7 modulo 7. So 4 times 1 is 4. This is 4 modulo 7. Then plus 1 modulo 7. So 4 plus 1 is 5 modulo 7. 5 is not up to 7, so this is correct. This is standard. So don't forget, we divided, this is what we're working on naturally. Minus 8 times 3 is 66 days, plus 24 times 3 is 65 days over 7. We're trying to count back to the very day VDM was born. So what did we do first? We decided to solve this very stuff, the same division. Decided to solve it without the subtraction sign attached to it. And we got 5 modulo 7. So if this gives us 5 modulo 7, so what we minus this give to us. So minus this will give us, don't forget, just going to take this factor away from 7. That will give us 2 modulo 7. As simple as A, B, C. So don't forget that BDM celebrated his birthday this very year, Wednesday. He clocked 32 years on Wednesday this very year. So if you have 2 modulo 7, then we have a plus 2 left. What does it mean? You're just going to add 2 to this Wednesday. You add 2 days to it. So Wednesday plus 2 days to give us what? Thursday, Friday. So it means BBM was born on a Friday, 1994, on a Friday. So I'm very sure that most of us got this very question right. It's very, very simple. With the knowledge of modular arithmetic, there is nothing we cannot solve for as per years, dates, time, and so on and so forth. So we'll come to the end of this very lesson, this very interesting lesson. If you gain 1 or 2 things from this very lesson, I would love you to give me a follow on Facebook at Revelation Up and subscribe to the very channel at EduMosaic. And please share this lesson also with others. See you in the next lesson. Thanks and bye for now.